Welcome to another episode of the Voice of Arsenal Fans Kenya, hosted by me, Beggy. Other guys call me Beggy. So previously, in another video that I did yesterday, nilikuwa nimeongelea the Arsenal defense in regards to the Spurs game. Yes, this weekend kuna North London derby. Now this time I want to talk about our midfield and our attacking force versus Spurs on Sunday. So before I go into that, Jana there was the Champions League draw, and the funniest thing is Arsenal fans didn't have much to say, which wasn't a good feeling because us guys tunangoja Europa, so hatukuwa na say nyingi sana. In most groups Arsenal fans walikuwa wanajaribu kusema how the other teams will perform poorly, will perform better, and it didn't feel like the way it felt 3 seasons ago. Yeah, Arsenal has played in the Europa League for 3 consecutive seasons. Tushakuwa team ya Europa, imagine. But najua this season we will be in the top 4, we will win the Europa, and next season we can brag different and talk about something else. So into the Spurs game. For the midfield, if you watched the last video, I talked about understanding Emirates' tactic last week. He wanted to defend and play on the counter. So I have a feeling that he'll try and do the same thing because Spurs is a different team now. It's not the team that we used to see in the games prior to this season and last season. As I said, they had a show against Man City at Etihad, which was very terrifying. And last week, we don't understand how they lost to Newcastle, but the Premier League is a tough league. Another fact about the Premier League, as it stands now, only 2 teams have not won a single game in the entire season. I can't remember the last time that happened. It shows how competitive it is. And those 2 teams are Wolves and Watford. Yeah, where Welbeck is. So for the midfield, I'd like to see a 3-man pairing, 2 holding midfielders and 1 attacking midfielder. So I'd like to see Xhaka. Yeah, Xhaka, imagine. I'd like to see Xhaka and Torreira. This is because last season they showed that they had a good pairing together. And they are used to playing with each other. And Torreira is more versatile and can run around the pitch. Xhaka is strong. In one of the videos, there's a guy called Jack who said Xhaka ni mawe. So Xhaka is strong and can go man on head to head, battle with the likes of Dyer, with the likes of Ndombele. And then Torreira is the one to spoil the game because he's fast, he'll press, he'll spoil the ball, win it first time. So I'd like to see Xhaka and Torreira, and then in front of them it should be like a diamond. In front of them I'd like to see Ceballos. So Ceballos analeta a different game, a different aspect of the game into play. As we saw at Burnley and at home, that was his first home game and he had 2 assists. Ceballos can also press, can also go against a player, and yeah, he can press. And while pressing, he allows for the players to make a mistake where the ball can be turned over, like we saw for Aubameyang's goal at Burnley. And with the turnover, then our attacking force that will be pacey can be able to capitalize on the mistakes that Spurs will have. So I believe that a Torreira, Xhaka and Ceballos Diamond pairing in midfield will be a better show for us against Spurs on Sunday. And obviously for the first time, I have this feeling that our front 3 will be what Arsenal fans have been expecting to see since the signing of Pepe. We want to have Pepe on the right wing, Aubameyang on the left wing, and Lacazette up front. I really hope that he shakes his knock and that his ankle injury that Emery has been talking about ikuwe imeisha, reduced so that he can start. So I'd like to see Pepe, Lacazette and Aubameyang. And that will be a lethal front 3. I don't really need to talk much about it because between the 3 of them last season, if we take their stats and now pair them together in the same front 3, they ranked among the top 3 best pairing. But now we can only talk about Lacazette and Aubameyang because Pepe just joined. But if he has a good game, that Pepe that is, with his dribbling abilities, with his runs forward, with his drive, the only thing I'd expect him to do, and he should have learnt over this week is, in as much as he's a good dribbler, anafaa ajue when to look around and pick a pass. If he does that this weekend, I am sure that Spurs will have to battle hard if they want even a point at the Emirates. So yes, that is my midfield and my front three. The last video that I did, you can give me comments in this one or that one in regard to whatever we talk, in regard to the lineup that I have. You can also share with me the lineups that you'd want Arsenal to play with on Sunday, and let's hope for another win for Arsenal. As I said, it would be a very good feeling to go into the international break having 9 points out of a possible 12, having beaten our rivals and in London, and having maintained the status that London is red. Have a good weekend. Let's meet on Sunday. Come on, you Arsenal.